How y'all doing tonight?
Woo!
That's good. Is this a therapy crowd?
Yes.
I was very excited. You guys seem really excited about being in therapy. I go to therapy, and I was talking to my therapist the other day, and I was telling her about some negative thoughts I've been having. And she turned to me and she was like, well, you should stop having those because people that have more positive thoughts, studies show that people that have more positive thoughts are generally happier. That's my favorite type of study, you know? A study that uses data to prove fucking nothing. Like, I've never been walking down the street, seeing a guy headphones in, smile, you know, gait, like a happy gait, and thought, that's a guy that wants to kill himself right now. Yeah, I go to therapy, and as you guys can tell, I binge eat. That's one of the things we talk about. And I was talking to my therapist, and she turned to me and she was like, what causes you to turn to food, Bruno? What about depression causes you to turn to food? And, you know, remembering the lesson from last week, you know, I decided to put a little positive spin on it. So I was like, well, it certainly makes it harder to hang. Because I'm going to be honest, guys, it's easy to hang when you're 180. When you're 280, it's kind of a challenge, actually. Like, I'm walking around, I'm looking at strong trees, you know. I have to go to Home Depot, find a strong rope, tall ladder. I'm thinking about, you know, I'm just thinking about going there, tying everything up. I'm already tired, honestly. And now I'm depressed and I can't even kill myself. Any queer people in the room?
Woo!
Alright, a couple. I grew up in Brazil and queerness saved me. It did, it generally did. Queerness saved me. Because, as I mentioned, I'm depressed. And Brazil is kind of a homophobic country, you know? And I remember I was talking to one of my friends about being depressed and depression. And he turned to me, we're 16 years old at this point, he turns to me and he's like, you know what I don't get, Bruno? I don't get cut. If you cut, you're gay. Let me tell you guys something, guess who's not gay? Like, I can't be showing up to schools with cuts on my arm, they're gonna think I suck dick. Like, I can't be walking around with that type of reputation. I have to make friends. As I mentioned, I grew up in Brazil, and I was in Brazil recently visiting my family. I visited my grandma. I love my grandma. You know, she's like, she's way older than me, and she has a bad foot. And as the elder, and like, here's the thing, she has a bad foot, she can't really walk anywhere. So as the eldest grandson, like, my job was to hang out with her all day. And you know, we're in Brazil, so we're spending like 8 hours at the beach. And so we're at the beach in Brazil, it's me and my grandma, 8 hours a day. And here's the thing, I'm at the beach, I have my backpack on, I got like 5 books in there, I have my phone, I'm playing music, I'm doing everything possible to be distracted by this beautiful view in front of me. My grandma's fun is she spends 8 hours sitting on a chair, staring at the ocean. No phone, no nothing. Who here could do that? Genuinely, who here can spend 30 minutes staring at the ocean? Without, no phone checks. You can? You guys are braver souls than I am. I grew up with TikTok. This is not happening. Here's my impression of me staring 30 minutes into the ocean. Wow, the ocean, it's so vast, it's so beautiful. Look at all these amazing waves. I should drown myself. And here's the thing, okay? Like, once in a while I used to interrupt my grandma. I'd be like, hey grandma, what are you thinking about? And she'd turn to me and she'd be like, oh, nothing. Bitch, nothing? We are on hour 5. You have not come to one conclusion? Your foot doesn't work, your brain does. Let's get something together here, okay? Here's the thing. I talk a big game. Look, honestly, I talk a big game, but I'm fine, genuinely. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Like, I have great friends, I have a supportive family. Thank you, those are them. I have great friends, I have a supportive family, I have a good job. You know, like, things are going pretty good for me, honestly. So, like, don't worry, I'm not gonna do it. You guys can laugh at this. Okay? Don't worry. But I'm 24 years old. I remember 13 of those 24 years. And let me tell you something. I've thought about killing myself every day in those 13 years. And that's just true. And it's something I live with, it's something I deal with, and that's okay, you know? Like, for example, and that defines, for example, I have a general lack of follow through, When I was 16, I wasn't finishing my homework or my life. When I procrastinate a lot, much like my laundry, I'll do it tomorrow. And, one time I was having a fight with my ex, and she turned to me and she was like, "Look, Bruno, you know what your biggest problem is? You can't commit to anything." And at the time, that hurt my feelings, but it is true. Because, look, I can't commit to death. You think I can commit to you after 3 months? I can commit to life. You think you can commit to your pussy? Look, there's plenty of fish in the sea. I only have one life. All right, guys, thank you very much. That was my time. I'm bringing